Alright. Um. Oh my lord. Alright. I'm deafening. Oh. Man. Oh, that lemonade is so good. That lemonade was S tier. Alright. I just want to get this done, so let's go. I'm tired, bro. I don't know, but like sitting around low key, it's tiring, and it's not tiring because my throat is kind of getting sore a little bit. Like it's starting to hurt a little bit from the screaming that I did earlier. Oh, okay. Oh, and she's gone. Wow, what an overcommit. Wu Shang immediately cheesing Ember's stock. This might actually be the duo that takes him out. That or Ember gets 4th place in back-to-back tournaments, and that'd be pretty impressive. Oh my god. Now Reno takes her ass out for dinner? Yeah, this is it. Game 1's already been decided. I don't care. It's 4 stocks to 5, and there's 3 stocks on 1 player. It's 3-1 and 3-2. Like, there's no reason to think that this game is not over. Like, as soon as Ember gets manhandled for the 3rd time in a row, it's literally just wraps. No barbecue bacon. Oh, he gets taken out soon enough. Like, it literally just takes just a side sig like that. And immediately, even if it is 3 stocks to 1, this is an incredibly bad situation for Zol. Because unless he can find the damage onto Wu Shang, which is already not going to happen, then, you know, he's in the worst possible predicament. Ember completely croaked. The good thing is this is a best of 5, so they have a chance to reassess what just happened, and Ember can question whether or not she is worthy of getting 4th place in this tournament, while Zoe can question whether or not he should get a new teammate, because there's no way that you start the game off getting just destroyed in less than a minute. I genuinely think it took like 58 seconds, 55 seconds around there to take her ass out of the game. And just like that, he's down to his final stock, and they're just edgeguarding him. They let him back on stage for team combo purposes, and that side is super close to doing it. The ground pound, oh, the recovery somehow, but the side sig will do it, and just like that, Reno and Wu Shang take the lead in game 1. Reno doing 560, nobody else getting close to 500 or even 450. Reno clearly being the best player in that entire, round. Just he manhandled Zol for a long time before, Ember got back, and then he manhandled her ass in like a solid 4 or 5 seconds flat, and she was literally out of the game in less than a minute. Obviously, we're not going to be seeing that same similarity. Maybe we'll see it on the red side. But for now, the only thing that we're going to be seeing confirmed is that we have nothing but best of 3 sets now. So that sucks. But hey, it goes for another hour 30 minutes. Yay. Okay, D-Light Nair does the job. That Nair also does the job. And just like that, blue team taking the lead. There's no momentum for red team despite having such a commanding victory. Mostly because this time Ember gets to play, but not the only reason. As we see Reno lose his stock there, very unfortunate for the man. If he was on frickin'... Okay, no, he was on the blast. Yeah, he could still just pivot D-Sig and he touches. Oh, that's goofy. Okay, he gets the kill there. Ember taking his stock out. Wow. Wu Shang already on his final stock. That's impressive. This is an impressive turnaround, especially after whatever the hell just happened in game 1. Oh, and just like that, it's down to Wu Shang. He's probably not going to be able to do this, but if he can take out Ember, that'd be funny. Unless Ember's on her final stock, then it actually is potential. But right now he doesn't want the Ember. Now he does. Oh, that downer will be crucial, and oh, he sticks back, Zol does not overcommit. D-Light Nair does not connect. The D-Light ground pound, but he gets sided right after. Okay. Well, wow, Ember did most of the damage there. Mostly carrying a load, which is what I witnessed on the other side. Reno did nothing. And, yeah. Both Wu Shang and Zol kind of just pulling their weight there. Shang had 399, or no. I think Shang had 399 and no, he had 440 something and then Zol had 399. Of course, Ember with the 600, damage gain. Again, proving that once she is not getting absolutely demolished at the very beginning of the game, and she actually lasts, she's consistent. And Zol, on the other hand, is not so consistent. He usually does a lot more damage than 400, but I mean, there's not much of a difference between 500 and 400. Reno again! The 1-for-1 is not a good deal, man! These 1-for-1 trades will be the reason that this red team is losing, because despite it being 1-to-1, this isn't looking too good. Oh, recovery. Okay. Okay. I can't hate it. I can't hate it. I really can't. Oh, that ground pound does a lot. Oh, ground pound. Oh. Oh, okay, neutral air. I just didn't know what to say because it was just such a dominant victory. And again, Zol, they kind of swapped places. This time Zol doing 600 damage, whereas on the other hand, neither guy got close to 400. Y'all are going to have to figure something out and figure it out quick because Zol and Ember cannot be stopped, and they look like they're going to winners finals. As they are up 2-1. Again, we could see a game 5. We're back on this map. I believe this is the map where Reno and Shang won. I believe. Or did they play here? No, it was small. No, yeah, it was here. It's either here. It was in a blocky walled map. I remember, because like the Cider freaking killed Ember, and yeah, that was pretty funny. It might have not been this map. It probably wasn't. Well, despite that, right now we're seeing an incredible display from Zol as he takes the first stock for the 3rd game in a row. Okay, we're strong. And that will do it. Not really able to pressure anything. This guitar is too strong for him. Ooh, the random downer coming out from Zol. Zol finally losing that stock, but taking 2 of his own. Ooh, Shang front loading right now for Reno, because Reno can't survive a peek. This is 2022 Boomy, and 2020 or not 20, yeah, maybe I think it is. No, 2021 Wushang phase on since we're on the team. And on the other side, I don't know, freaking whoever the hell plays Ember and 2019 Sandstorm. Okay. Side sig kills. Grandpa doesn't get it. Okay, he gets the cider. Oh, the down sig. Good recovery there. Good way to recover, more specifically. Oh. Oh gosh. Okay, and that should be Reno by himself now. It is. That's dangerous. Whoa, that down air. If he can figure it out, he might be able to force 5. But it doesn't look like he will. Oh, the Ensig and the side air will do it. And just like that, Ember and Zol, in a very simple, clean manner, the 20th seed upsets and are moving on to Grand Finals as Zol with a 700 damage game. Of course, now Wushang and Reno both playing solid games themselves. Just the utter dominance showing from one player was simply too much. Alright, next we got Raggator. And you know who's his mate? Say it with me now. Dusk. 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 Both sound goofy as hell. And we also got, and her companion, interestingly enough. I can't stand looking at a basic one. I'm sorry, Onyx. I can't stand looking at a basic one. I can't. Basic canon for Onyx just looks terrible. For most characters, it looks terrible. Man, this eliminator is good. Oh, okay. Okay. Ragnar loses this first stock. I don't care who wins. This is either Ragnar and Dusk, two people that I want to win, versus Mirage and Onyx, a duo that I would love to see win. So, regardless of who wins here, I'm rooting for both. Oh. 4 stocks to 4, they get tied up really quickly. Oh, that's not good. Oh, Ragnar makes it back. Oh, and that endlet might be enough. Yeah, it is. And just like that, I think it's final stocks for both players. Yeah. Blue team now in a massive deficit. So that's really good. Well, it's really good for red team. Now then. Both of them just got taken out as well, so it's definitely final stocks here no matter what. An incredibly close match, I really like those. Okay, and that ground pound immediately putting on some pressure on both sides. He's going to force over the Onyx. The Onyx is dead. Now Mirage is going to have to 1v2 this. Mirage definitely able to do that. Of course, stage control is her name, but she can't get to the stage. And Cider is enough. Ragnar and Dusk taking game 1 swiftly as everybody played their part. Of course, Mirage did the worst, but Dusk somehow doing the best. Considering Dusk has been playing the worst usually, I'm impressed. He stepped it up. Huge step up for Dusk. I guess like once he starts making top 8, he just cares about everything a lot more. Because like he did this against Val where he completely dominated her in 3 different ways. Reverse 3 stock, 3 stock, and then a reverse 3 stock just for extra salt. The man was out on a mission to violate that woman. Oh! That could have been big. Fortunately wasn't able to extend it. Make it 6 stocks to 6. Oh, that recovery's going to take him out. Yep. 5 stocks to 6. Might be 4 stocks to the second. And it will be that down sig from Mirage being so nifty. Oh, but an immediate end sig in order to try to tie it up a little bit. Onyx didn't really take a lot of damage against this opponent. Frick, what's his name? Against Ragnar. Oh, and she's still sneaking around. Ooh, sidelights her. Almost taking Dusk out. Dusk is out of options as well. And both of the red team are out. And just like that, what is it? It's either 4 or 5 stocks to 2, which is an incredible turnaround. Really good turnaround for the blue team. And yeah, despite considering how badly they lost game 1, this is actually a very good tide turner, as it just completely swaps their positions. And I mean, they're looking to force this into they're trying to force it into 2-0 and just force the points, force as much damage as possible. And the brute force isn't exactly working the best, as they are taking a good amount of damage for it. But red team is starting to succeed a little bit more with just playing hyper aggressively. Now they're not hyper focusing somebody is really going to hurt them, because Dusk almost getting hyper focused there. Now would be a perfect time to hyper focus Onyx, but Onyx playing super passively, waiting for pretty much anything. And the ground pound will take them out just like that. Mirage and Onyx get a point on the board. Mirage with the 600 damage, a complete turnaround from game 1. On the other hand, Ragnar and Dusk not doing as much damage as anybody on the blue team. Lemonade is the best drink on earth, right after grape juice and cranberry juice. Orange juice is terrible. Apple juice is better. As much as I love apple juice, it's top 5, but it's not, you know, it's not top 3, sadly. It's amazing, but it's just a little too cider-like, which makes sense, because apple cider just tastes better anyways. Look at that! Let him cook. Because right now he's seasoning and delivering. Like, Mirage, on the other hand, is starting to take a lot of damage. She's close to her last stock already, and it's only been a minute. This is definitely going to be a quicker game. I really like it for game 3, though. Okay, a lot of clashes, a lot of weapons lost. Oh, the Cider! Trying to let Ragnar get back instead of prioritizing edgeguard himself. He said, no, I gotta anti-edgeguard, because if I don't, the ledge guard will be too much. The down sig connecting, and Mirage didn't react, and because of that, okay. The downer from Narnia, able to take out Onyx. Daylight Sarah will do it, but we got just, you know, even though she got shut down, a double knockout for Mirage. This is incredibly even now, if I'm not mistaken. This should be final stocks for both squads, for both parties, and yeah, this is a very interesting development. Okay, recovery, Nair, clashes, ground pound. Looking at Dusk right now, taking a bit of damage. Whoa, he gets sent really far off that right side. Dusk struggling to find some footing right here on the edge. Okay, to get a little team combo going, but Dusk once again, if it was the other side, he'd be dead right now. Oh, the side sig really whiffing. Ragnar is in hell. Oh no, Ragnar's dead. Ragnar's gone. He's done. And, you know, he has another stock. And now this is not looking very good for the blue team, as it turns out it was 4 stocks to 2 the whole time. And I can't count. But due to this interesting development that I just found out, because again, I can't see the red team stocks, I can only see blue teams, and I can see that Mirage is about to get taken out, and that's game! Yeah, I can't see the red team stocks, fun fact. 500 damage even for Mirage, 448, everybody pulling their weight. Especially Dusk, who in their wins has done the most damage and is now averaging around 500 damage. Thanks to this damn near 700 damage improvement. Whereas Ragnar is averaging just about 500 himself, yeah. In 3 games, they both had really good games. Like Ragnar had 2 500, he had 2 500 and 400s, or like 390, so about 460, 450 around there, whereas I can't exactly say the same for Dusk, who is actually performing better despite him having a 330 game, but he also had a 570 and a 680 game, so if I did that math, it'd round out to about 500. Whereas on the blue team, thanks to that I think it was 700 damage off of Mirage, and no, it was 600 off of Onyx, and like, I don't know, 500 off of Mirage. Wow, what a kill there from Mirage. But yeah, blue team turning this momentum around. There is no way to keep momentum. The momentum shift map actually kind of worked though, in Ragnar and Dusk's favor. But yeah, we're going back to this map, and blue team is definitely doing better than the red team. Even though we can't see a kill come out from the red team yet, it's getting damn near close. But blue team definitely in the lead, whereas it's 4 stocks to 6, and Dusk is in a heavy disadvantage in this match. I think the more they target Dusk, the better. Oh, that N6 pops up. The down air covers all of her options. Oh, and they get the team combo. They're going for it again. It didn't work out. Side sig takes him out. It's down to Ragnar, who is also getting taken out. Mirage with, what, 4 kills? Mirage with 4 kills? 1 minute 30 into the game? This is insanity. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Oh, and just like that. Mirage is dominating. She has it's 3 stocks to 1. Soon probably to be 3 stocks to 0, and yeah. That's it. We'll put him off the edge, and they'll just take him out right then and there. Mirage and Onyx force game 5. Mirage carrying with an 800 damage performance damn near. And 5 stocks on top of that. Onyx just kind of happy. 360 damage, really didn't have to do anything. And this time, Ragnar and Dusk switches. Ragnar actually did less damage than Dusk. By a lot. Dusk doing 40 more damage than him. Which is essentially 2 signatures. So. Plus, Dusk was on for more of the game, which meant Ragnar was... Yeah, Ragnar was, like, not doing anything until, like... Once he was, like, soloing, and then he didn't really do much. Probably got, like, 3 or 4 more hits. And then died. But right at the top, we're seeing immediately the small Enigma kind of play out. But in Game 5, interesting choice. Especially considering you guys lost the map last time, so why do you want to come back here? They're hoping for another momentum shift, but right now, Dusk is gone. Oh, but she overcommitted. She overcommitted. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Just like that. On the other side, though, blue team decimating Ragnar right now. Onyx by herself, just being able to defeat him. They both defeated their opponents, but unfortunately, the overcommitment from Mirage is going to cause this to be closer than it should be. Now, on the other hand, if they can focus out Mirage, that'd also be really good for them. Hyper-focusing Mirage right now would be very crucial. And a very important step towards the victory, because there's no other way that I think that they win this. It's 4 stocks to 5, and Onyx is pretty much taking a lot of damage, not really doing much. Ragnar finally starting to take some hits. Of course, it's by Onyx. I don't know how that whiffed. That should not have whiffed. That hitbox is goofy. Yeah, okay. So we get the double knockout. It's 3 stocks to 4, but it is a heavily damaged 4 compared to 3. 3 is almost completely healthy, if not brand new. And now it's 3 stocks to 3, soon to be probably 2 stocks to 3. Oh, the side air to counteract that down air, but the ground pound takes him out, and just like that, it's 3 stocks to 2 in blue team's favor in Game 5. And this is getting scary. My controller is going to die soon. That's amazing. Oh. This is absolutely petrifying. Petrifying. I want Ragnar and Dusk to win so bad because I want them to win the whole tournament, but I also really want to see Mirage and Onyx place really well. And placing podium would be amazing too. Okay. Take out Mirage and this is winnable. He didn't get it. The downer. Double dare. Oh, the ground pound doesn't connect, but the end light, that might be enough. It's not, but the dare is. No, he doesn't get back up. And Mirage and Onyx force Game 5 and win it for Team Blue. They're going to winners finals to face off against Ember and Zol. Wow, the highest power legend versus the highest defense cannon. And finally Onyx, 600 damage. Everybody did really solid in this game. This game was definitely winnable on both parties. But yeah, Dusk falling so early definitely screwed them over a lot. Now then, we're going to be going into losers bracket for essentially the rest of the night. Just for top 8 and top 5. So about 4 sets, and then we'll go back to winner's side for winners finals. So now that we have decided who is going to stick in grand finals, congratulations to Mirage, Onyx, Ember, and Zul. We're now going to be seeing Queen Nai and Lin Fei. This is just more time. This is less time consuming. Queen Nai and Lin Fei facing off against Asuri and Zariel. I haven't had Asuri or Zariel be blue the entire time. Do I want to? Yeah, I don't like how they're looking blue. It just feels right, you know. It just feels right. They've been red the whole time. I swore that I would keep them red. Now then, it is Queen Nai. And it is Lin Fei. Going up against Asuri and Zariel. Let's have the set commence. Oh, I really wish these sets are fast-paced because I love fast-paced action 1 and 2. Lin Fei is hyper aggro, whereas Queen Nai will long live the Queen. That will be the quote, especially after what happened on Western Air Temple. Oh, okay. Hold on. Whoa. So he makes it back to you. Again, seeing the less aggressive characters usually being the ones to win the confrontations, although, yeah, never mind, Lin Fei takes herself out. Okay, we're seeing Queen Nai starting to win a lot of these altercations against Zariel. She goes back to base to reassess with her teammate, reconvene. Here, doesn't connect. I honestly would have done the exact same thing, so Zariel for real playing like a plat player. Oh, whoa there, hold on. Ensig comes out. It doesn't kill Queen Nai because again, long live the Queen. But jeez, that was a risky move. And just like that, what is it? 6 stocks to 3. We've seen this exact same position play out, and the blue and the other team win the fight. So can't say it's over yet. There's only a few skins in this game that make red look good. To be honest, necessary, it just looks so much worse than blue that I had to put a red. Oh, and just like that, 4 stocks to 3. They can't get anything going on to frickin' Queen Nai, unfortunately. So yeah, Lin Fei will get there, and Queen Nai will essentially be completely safe, completely fine. Yeah, Queen Nai definitely winning most of their altercations. Now then, on the other hand, while facing Lin Fei, we're seeing a lot more damage. Oh, and Queen Nai loses her stock. This might be very good for blue team now that it's 3 stocks to 3. The only biggest issue is well, you know, that it's now 1 stock to 3. That's the biggest issue. I was gonna say that Asuri is red, but no, it's that Asuri is dead. No redemption. Oh. And just like that, Queen Nai finishes the set, or the stock, and the game. Asuri, 266 damage. If I was Zariel, I'd definitely be contemplating what my teammate is doing, and I'd be questioning her, because there is no way you're doing that little damage in top 8. You made it to top 8, defeating some of the biggest names. You made it to top 8, period, in the first tournament, defeating some of the best teams I think I've seen ever. Like, especially obviously in Bothalla, these are technically the 30 best teams, but like, I'm so serious, these are the best teams. Oh, nice. You've also beat some of the worst teams to get here, but mostly the best, because you went through losers bracket, and losers bracket was an absolute dog show the entire way through. It was such a dog fight. I couldn't figure out who was him, who was her, and I couldn't figure out who was the alpha and the beta. Shit. No, but like in all seriousness, I literally couldn't figure out who was the best seed coming into top 8. Because every single person in top 8, including individually, are so good. Every single one of y'all are so good. Lin Fei, 6 stock. 6 stocks taken by herself with like 400 damage, 500 damage around there. Queen Nai, 800 damage game. She's one of 4 people to do 800 damage. I think she's one of 4 people to do 800 damage in a game and win, or and just do 800 damage in a game. She's one of 4. She's the only one to win that game, and she also did an incredibly clutch comeback, despite being dark red for like the last half of it, and essentially making an even bigger comeback. Like the thing is, all bets were stacked against her. She did everything. She was predicted to lose. Like you're predicted to lose if you do 100 damage, but not if you're Queen Nai. Because if you're Queen Nai, you're the best 1v1 player left. Nash is out. Kaya's out. Jaeyoon's out. Well, Dusk. Well, Dusk's not out, but you know. Ember's still in, but like you beat Ember, so just pretty much everybody that you beat is left, and everybody else is just nobody to you. Even though Queen Nai's at a deficit here, and long live the Queen. No 6 coming up from Queen Nai in 2v2s, by the way. A lot more in 1-on-1s, which is pretty interesting. Oh, and the side tick will take her out. And just like that, Team Red gets his point on the board. But yeah, like, Asuri, multiple 600 damage games, including this one technically. Like 6 damage away. Zario, Asuri, some of the greatest performances of Qatar's history in 2v2s so far. You know, Zario, easily one of the best, if not the best team pickup if they don't win. Like if this duo breaks up, which they won't, not yet, not until probably the tournament after if they don't perform as good. Like if they don't top 8 again, then this team should honestly break up. And even if they do top 8 again, they should kind of break up because Asuri is low key. Like Asuri has no stamina in terms of like she can't go for so like she can't do a tournament for so long because. Like the first 3 or 4 sets, she was carrying Zario. Zario was like, bet I can lay back a little bit more, just play stage control, you know. And then Zario had to play a little bit more aggressively, but still playing that main idea of stage control. It's just more of like Asuri cannot like Asuri is easily getting figured out. So if I were Zario, I'd try to pick up a better teammate that can like stay consistent, stay good, even throughout like a bad set. Because like Zario needs somebody to fall back on. Asuri can't be the one that he falls back on, because Asuri's playing even worse when they lose. Whereas we're seeing Queen Nai and Lin Fei, this is a duo that I would never break up, because the stage control, the hyper aggression, it's also consistent. If Queen Nai if the momentum is in their favor, Lin Fei is doing amazing things. If the momentum isn't in their favor, Queen Nai is doing amazing things. And if they're both dominating at pretty much every second. Like one of them's always doing it really good, despite the other one being really bad in that set. Like no matter what, one of them is doing really good and playing either a carry job, but they're always pulling their weight. Now then, teams like Dusk and Ragnar, I'd probably break up if I were them, because Ragnar's way more consistent and way better. Whereas Dusk has kind of just been underperforming. Again, that lack of stamina kind of hurting him. Not being able to last so long. He might just get another 5th and then never place again. But now it's 1-1. And then there's like Reno and Wushang. I wouldn't break them up at all again. Because their team synergy and overall the way that they play is so amazing that like the way that they play their team game, it was just like you can't even hate on them because Ember and Zol are just simply better. And Ember and Zol's another one that I wouldn't break up. Mirage Onyx I wouldn't break up because again team synergy is okay, 2-1. Like look at that, 663 4 stocks on the other side, 550 2 stocks. Both of them taking less than 500 damage. Both of them doing really good. On the other hand, Asuri barely pulling her weight. Zariel doing most of the damage, doing 560. We're going into game 4. Like, if I were Zariel, I'd have a massive ego compared to Asuri, because Asuri is barely pulling her weight. Zariel is doing most of the damage. But yeah, like, Mirage Onyx is a duo I would never break up, and I'm not just saying that because they're top 3. Even if they miss top 3, like, Reno, Shang, like, Nai, Lin Fei, like, these guys just, for whatever reason, they work. They're such a great pairing for no reason. Because, like, Mirage and Onyx, Mirage allows Onyx to go hog wild off stage while she controls the middle ground and controls the stage and plays that space control. And Mirage can also just pop off too. It's literally the perfect example of maiden experience, because Mirage and Onyx can pop off like it's nothing. Like, Mirage can pop off like Maid pops off, and then Onyx can pop off the way that Experience pops off on Onyx. Like, they're basically the Experience in Maid, maybe even better, because they might win this tournament. No disrespect to Experience Maid, but the only tournament they've won, I think, in twos is MSI. So I might just be wrong about that. They might have won more, but to my memory, they've only won one, and that was last year around this time. Now then, I already talked about Ragnar and Dusk. Bodvar and Arcadia, I would break them up. As good and as solid as Bodvar is, Arcadia could definitely benefit from having a teammate like Zariel instead, who not only pulls way more than their weight, they go above average and do a lot of damage for their team, especially when they're not needed, and their stamina is very good. If I were Arcadia, I'd try to pick up, my teammate, I'd pick Zariel if I were Arcadia, because that's just such a good pairing. Now then, Sentinel and Cassidy, they're such an odd pairing that I don't know if I would break them up or not. Because, like, when they're on, they're absolutely on. Like, they're two incredibly consistent characters. Too consistent. To the point where if they have a bad performance, they'll do it together. If they have a good performance, they'll do it together. That's the issue. They're both really boom or bust. But it works out for them because, I mean, they got top 8, so. And they're beating out teams that are, you know, similar to their playstyle that they should have probably lost to. So, not to mention they've had a great losers and winners run. So, I can't really say I'd break them up. Of course, Green Knight down to their last Falcon game 4. We'll see if there's a game 5 this time or not. But yeah, just like if I were Zariel, I'd honestly team up with Arcadia, because you essentially get another Asuri in Arcadia, the way that Arcadia just does high damage. The thing is, she does high damage, she averages around 500 damage a game, like late 400s, early, like high 400s, low 500s, just constantly being able to put pressure. Congratulations to Zariel doing 700. Of course, Asuri, when she's on, 600 damage is amazing. Queen Nai, 798, basically another 800 damage game from Queen Nai. Lin Fei also pulling away. Everybody did more than pull their weight, I'll be honest.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
I'm freaking dead. But yeah, it's just pressure, essentially. Arcadia also, because she has Spear, she can definitely control more area and she can have more constant pressure. The sword has proved that it's not a good weapon in twos. I'm sorry, but unlike in real life where I've seen a little bit of sword be good, I haven't seen sword be good at all in twos so far. Whereas, let's see, another team. Kaya and Jaeyoon, I wouldn't separate them. Kaya and Jaeyoon did really good, but they just ran into the dynamic duo. They just ran into Bodvar and Arcadia just went off, and Bodvar, he always gets his licks. But I wouldn't break up, like, Kaya Jaeyoon. Ezio, Raptor, I'd break them up. Ezio did really good. Raptor's incredibly inconsistent. I don't think any team should pick his ass up. I've never seen a more inconsistent player. As I say it though, Asuri. Like, Asuri's either consistently bad or inconsistent. Red Raptor's just bad. He had one good game this entire tournament. One. The rest of them were Ezio doing better. Like he would just kind of pull his weight at the very best. He had one good game where he did more than the average. That was a really good 550 game, but that's it. That's really all he has. Tesla Caspian, I want to break them up. Again, this is kind of the same thing as like Kaya Jayun, where they just met a really good twos team, and unfortunately they were unable to beat them. That being Surya and Zarya. That's all it was. Volkov and Orion. I would love to see that pairing win, but you know, breaking them up would be the worst thing. I say that because Orion was consistently doing 600 damage, and in that last set we saw Volkov die. Just die over and over and over and over and just not contribute to the fight whatsoever. Oh, that side set comes out and it freaking wins the set. And just like that, Nai and Lin Fei go up 3-2 to win the entire set. And they'll be moving on. Congratulations to Asuri and Zariel for making it to top 4. And again, as you see, Zariel probably has around 500 in this game, having both two 600s, one 500 this game, and then another 400. So around 500 damage. Asuri averaging probably 400 at the very most. Because she was doing terrible throughout the entire set. Lin Fei probably averaged around what she has right now, like 460, and then Queen Nai definitely averaged more than 541, having both two 600s and an 800 game. So, yeah. If I were Suri and Zariel, I'd break up immediately. No reason to keep this team together. Next we got Bothalla and Arcadia. A team pairing that I would break up, even though they've done really good. Unless they win the tournament, I don't think that they should stick together. Like, unless they podium even. Like, if they get 4th place, I'd still break them up. Just because Bothalla, all he does is pull his weight. You know, Arcadia goes above and beyond and actually does as good as she possibly can. So... Bothalla, Arcadia, Cassidy, Sentinel, okay. Yeah, that's just how I see it. There's no way Bracket HQ just crashed. There is no way my bracket just crashed. Okay, that's amazing. Oh, and it's still loading. Did my Wi-Fi just die? Well, regardless of if it died or not. Let me make sure the broadcast is still going. Sorry. It is, okay. So it's just the app. App crashed. From being up too long. Makes sense. It's been up for like 9 hours straight. Ooh! Okay. Network error. Yeah, it just won't fucking connect to the server. That's hot. That's so amazing. That's so great. Oh, and Cassidy taking out Bothalla, but she also loses her stock for it. That's a 1-for-1. Question, was the 1-for-1 worth it? Because, I mean, Cassidy proving that Bothalla isn't exactly the best teammate there, just taking him out very swiftly. Of course, Bothalla always manages to find a way to pull his weight. Honestly, if he does less than 400 damage, I will be amazed. Because I haven't seen a single game where Bothalla doesn't have 400 and Arcadia doesn't have like 400 either. I think Arcadia's worst game might have actually been a 390 game, but like, or just a 420 game or something like that. But for the most part, she's high damage because they don't really lose that much either. They've only lost like one set, and in that set, I still think they did really good to my memory. Yeah, I just won't connect to my server, so that's amazing. Oh no, we're back. Okay, we're back. I have to save Nyan versus Lin Fei, and then I have to do Bothalla versus Arcadia. Or Bothalla, Arcadia, Sentinel, Cassidy. But yeah, Ezio and Raptor, too inconsistent. Volkov and Orion, I'd probably break them up just because Volkov wasn't doing much. Oh, Katie gets taken out. Soon soon Bothalla will be too. That sider will do it. Just like that, Cassidy and Sentinel took the first game. Sentinel, again, being that more impulsive player, where when he's on, He's absolutely effing on. This is the first game where I see Bothalla do less than 400 damage. This is also probably the first game I see Arcadia do less than 400 damage. That or the second, one of the two. On the other hand, Cassidy, 552. Like, this is complete control from the blue team. Amazing game from the blue team. Amazing. Artemis Mako. I think that if they didn't go up against Nia and Linfei, they would have probably progressed further in the bracket. But I would still break them up for the purpose of Mako not really doing much. Artemis basically carrying the load every game. Amethyst Plague. I wouldn't break them up. They just ran into Tesca Caspian. Tesca Caspian was simply a better team. That's all it is. Yo, you're getting absolutely manhandled in this set, Bodvar. Fate Lucian, yes. As good as Fate Lucian were for that little stretch, they just died like really fast. Like they were just out of nowhere really, really bad. So if that's not a sign to quit, it should be. It definitely should be. Like I said, Arcadia and Bothalla should break up. I mean, I don't even think they're making it past this round because so far Cassidy, Sentinel is manhandling this man. Like, I'm not even joking. And just like that, Arcadia's down to her second stock. Bothalla already down to his final stock, fun fact. And I think Sentinel down to his second stock as well. I think it might be 4 stocks to 3, which is incredulous. That is incredible. That is insanity. Jalo Thor, break them up. They lost to Etio Raptor. You deserve to break up. Ulgrim Thea, yeah, that was random as hell. Motordeck Spiraza, they just ran into Nia and Linfei. Nia and Linfei are insane. They're top 5. Like, I think that those guys would have done really good. Of course, they choked. Mostly because Spiraza got manhandled in that game, but I wouldn't break them up just yet. They didn't really have as much of a chance having to face off against such an amazing team like that. Not to mention their incredible win in Game 1. Ada, Jiro, break them up. Too low defense. As good as the duo was, Jiro was underperforming. Magyar Val. I would give them another chance. They just got completely dominated by one duo and that's it. I still think that when they were playing, their team-oriented style of, play, they were actually doing really, really good. So, I wouldn't break them up just yet. Oddly enough. Nyx Roland, yes. I don't know why they thought that would work. Azoth Sidra, hell no. Hell no. Azoth is the most consistent damage dealer in the game. That's 2-0 for Cassidy and Sentinel. Cassidy 600 damage this time, Sentinel 450. On the other hand, Bothalla 300 damage. Arcadia 429. They're getting destroyed, and it's 2-0 right now. But yeah, Azoth Sidra, hell no. They ran into Bothalla Arcadia and got destroyed in the last match because of it. But these two, no. Sidra was so good at what she was doing that even in the games where he was playing bad, Sidra was always supporting and playing her role incredibly well. Azoth may have been playing bad, which was only twice. Even in his loss, he had an 800, he almost had a comeback. He also had a choke storm once, but I wouldn't break them up just because, Azoth Sidra was actually a great comp. Azoth Sidra was an incredibly good team comp, and I would definitely love to see more Azoth, because Azoth, Mr. 600, she would always play her role well, regardless of how good Azoth was performing. And finally, for the change, we get to see Red Team doing better, as it's 6 stocks to 4 in Red Team's favor. But yeah, Azoth and Sidra, I'm not breaking them up. Personally, I'm not. I wouldn't. If I'm Azoth and Sidra, I'm definitely running it back as that duo. Okay, 3 stocks to 4, or 6. What else? Core and Nash. Nash could benefit from getting somebody like Zariel. Obviously, Zariel being just a better version of Core. Core was playing the support role for the most part, and just overall, just Core not really doing much during this 2v2 setting, so. Bryn and Vector would break them up. Bryn did absolutely nothing. Vector actually did something. Diana and Teros. Yes. They just didn't play. They just didn't win a set. They just couldn't do anything. Isaiah Cross? Yes. Isaiah was playing... when Isaiah was playing good, they won. But when Isaiah was playing bad, they would lose. Cross was consistent, so... It really just depended on if Isaiah was actually playing good or not. And if Isaiah was playing bad, there was no point to even try anymore, because you would just know that they lost. That's why they lost every set. And they forced game 4. Incredible. Bothalla gets his 500 finally after 2 straight games of not getting anywhere near 400, and Arcadia gets carried. Well, on the other hand, Cassidy didn't get to play her brand of basketball, and Sentinel did. Sentinel now becoming a consistent bot is funny to me, because Cassidy was the one going for 500 pretty much every game, whereas Sentinel would be on and off. But now Sentinel being the least on and off out of all of them, considering he's the only one averaging over 400. He might actually be averaging 500. Petra Thatch, yes, that was such a weird team comp. Yumi Koji, yeah. Actually, no. Maybe. Moon and Hattori, yes. Rayman and Vrax, yes. Rayman was terrible. Or, I mean, not Rayman. Vrax was terrible. When I tell you that Vrax couldn't do absolutely anything, I mean absolutely anything. Rayman had to have a 900 damage game, which could have translated into a 1000 damage game, but unfortunately he kind of pulled a Rayman and accidentally killed himself from overextending. If he didn't do that, Rayman would have had to do 1000 damage to win the game. Imagine that. Rayman is the only player to do a 900 damage. The only player so far, the only bot to do 900 damage. You wanna know how much his teammate had? 200. 233. Vrax did nothing to support his man, who essentially was doing 300 damage per kill, I'm pretty sure. No, because he had 5 kills. I remember. Rayman had 5 kills, too. Like, Rayman easily had the best loss ever. You couldn't ask for a better loss. The man carried hard. And it was so obvious, too. Neutral air. So yeah, this is where we're at. Oh. Okay, hold on. Ooh! That was nasty. I didn't even see what Cassidy did. That was such a smooth transition. Oh, and that's it. In 4 games, blue team ends the set. Wow. Very good for Sentinel and Cassidy. But yeah, like, most of the teams that break them up just because of how bad performance was. Now, we have Reno versus Sentinel. Alright? We have Nash. We have Cassidy versus Rushong. Because apparently in power stance. But yeah, simple facts. Reno Shong, Sentinel Cassidy facing off here, and yeah, most of the teams that were playing together, I'd break them up because one player would do so much better than the other. For example, Moonin would have better games than Hattori by a lot. The way that, unlike, the way that Zarya would have way better games the later that it dragged on. Plus, just explosive players didn't really work out. I mean, most of the explosive players ended up losing quickly. Unlike Kaya and Jaeyoon, who surprisingly didn't play explosively at all. Played a more controller game and, still got top 12. But yeah, there's no more explosive play outside of Ember Zol, I think. Because, like, there's Mirage Onyx is the only, Ember Zol and Mirage Onyx are the only ones left. Because Ragnar Dusk doesn't have explosive play. Like, Ragnar, he's not really explosive. He just controls the stage, and every now and then he'll get, like, a nice little string from controlling the stage. What a downside, by the way. Nai and Lin Fei, Nai, or not Nai, Lin Fei is explosive, but only when the gas is on. Even when they have just a little bit of momentum, she'll be incredibly, like, or she won't be explosive. Like, you need to, like, do something impressive in order for her to go crazy, because if not, Lin Fei's not really popping off like that. She'll just stick to playing a little more offensive based gameplay, but not hyper aggressive gameplay. Like, not I'm gonna hunt you down while my teammate controls the stage so you can't get back type gameplay, you know. Whereas on the other hand, team play is just nowhere to be seen. Like Reno and Shang were the only ones that I think still play team play. Because Sentinel and Cassidy are not team focused. They just do little bits of chip. They just do chip and chip and chip, and they counter your hits. So you better just do like one movers, and it works. Nai and Lin Fei, when they're not, when Lin Fei's not completely going, like when Lin Fei doesn't have the momentum, just whenever that duo doesn't have the momentum, they're usually just playing a more passive or a more control-ish gameplay, where they try to control, like, area control. They're basically just playing space and option coverage. I already talked about Ragnar Dusk. Ragnar plays a more area control game, while Dusk tries to play a more defensive game, but Dusk's defensive game isn't really being successful anymore. Oh. Blue team might win it. Blue team does win it. Sentinel and Cassidy. Sentinel with a great win, 700 damage. See, like, this is why I wouldn't break. This is exactly why I wouldn't break them up. They can both go off, and no way. I'm not disrespecting Reno and Wu Shang. They both did 500 damage respectively, but it's just like they can both go off at any given moment. Everybody pulled their weight heavy. Like there was no bad position. They were too damaged to win, and they weren't getting the team combos because of just bad spacing and bad positioning. But yeah, like if we look at Ember, Ember Zol, they're more of like a solo combo based team, where like they'll try to like force 1v1s and win these 1v1 interactions, which makes sense because Zol has cannon. So he'll just try to force you off stage, and then once you're off stage, he'll just try to control all the area and all the options you have. And sheesh, Ember is annoying in one-on-ones. I know, because she got 4th place, and right now she's already outplaced her 1v1s, 1v1 peak. So I mean, she's already a medalist no matter what. So immediately seeing a massive improvement for Ember. So all gonna break them up. Mirage and Onyx are definitely team combo focused. It's weird because they're team combo focused, but they're also very like separate in playstyles. Because like yes, they do a lot of team combos. I think they do the most team combos out of any team, even like more than this team right here, Shang and Reno. Which Shang and Reno is a more team focused game where like they'll essentially try to like team on somebody and do team combos and just kind of disregard the other guy. Down say low kill. Oh, that recovery sends him high up. By the way, 4 stocks to 3. But yeah, like, Shang and Reno, they're very team focused, and where they'll try to like double one person, and that person like is gonna have a lot of pressure on them. But on top of having a lot of pressure on them, they'll also try to get as many team combos, as many hits as possible in order to build up that damage for a kill, whether it's right now in the moment and for the team combo or later on. And it kind of works out because it's basically just it's just high damage engagements. It's like essentially what they're doing. Like things like that is what they thrive on. Oh, Reno's dead, so that's unfortunate. And yeah, this might be a 2-0. Oh no, he has another stock. There's potential. I forgot that Reno had three stocks earlier. Oh, Shang is dead. Whether it's perma or not, yeah, it's perma. Okay. But yeah, like Reno and Shang usually play a team-focused game, and when they're, when it comes to 2v1s, Shang is definitely better. That's when you'll see that like Wu Shang is actually the better player, but in every other situation you don't really see that. Oh, the down air kills all the way at the top, and that's 2-0. And instead it's Cassidy 600. See, look, 600, 500, 620, 409. Like Wushang barely pulling his weight. Reno doing a lot better here in game 2, but still not enough. Wushang had to back up for Reno to cook, and that's not good. Wushang should have to back up for his teammate to do even better, because that's about the same amount of damage that they did last game, combined at least. Yeah, like Mirage and Onyx are like the only team that they have two complete. They're like Ragnar and they're like Orion and Volkov in that sense. Well, they'll play two completely different games, but still focus on team combos. Like Mirage will focus on controlling the center and controlling the spacing, and just not allowing you to basically get back on stage. And if you are, he'll try to send you off stage, so that Onyx can then cook you off stage and just devastate your stock and just delete all your options there. And it just works. But at the same time, they'll also go for team combos to set up high damage engagements. Like, they're very split and together at the exact same time, and it's such an annoying strategy because it works out so well. That's why they're in top 3. I'll be honest, if Chronix would have been a thing, I would have probably cried because it would have been even stronger. See what I mean? Like, they'll get as many team engagements as they can, but if they can't find the team engagements, they don't like really work. They like start to struggle a little more. But once they can focus on one dude, and both of them like hyper focus on him, it's a lot better. See, like one for the recovery, one for the ground like grab, because they're trying to team combo, which is very interesting. How like the red team is always focusing on team combos, and the other one's not really. The down airs were enough. Oh, the grump and the N-Sig! It doesn't kill! Oh my god, the down air! That didn't reverse it. I think, what, 6 stocks to 4 right now? Either 6 stocks to 4 or 5 stocks to 5. I can't tell. Oh my god, Shang is almost on his final stock! No ground punch coming out of Wushang. And he's gonna pay for it. Gonna pay heavily because, he's on his final stock right now, and that's not good. Okay, gets a neutral air. If it's 3 stocks, or if it's, 3 stocks, that's not good. For the red team, I mean. Because Shang is literally dead. No, Shang's gone. Okay, yeah, this set is over. This is going to be a 3-0 in favor of Cassidy and, good old, Sentinel as they continue to move on. And a 3-0 over Reno and Wushang. Fortunately, Reno and Wushang, a team that I actually was very impressed by. Not expecting the team comp to do as well. Reno definitely doing a lot. Wushang not nearly enough. Cassidy completely dominating in this game. 700 damage. Like I'm telling you, like both of them can do high level damage, but they're not explosive. That's the thing. They're not exploding to do damage. Okay, and next we have one last set before we get into top 4. I have to remember where it was for a second. Ragnar and Dusk. They'll be facing off against Nye. And you already know who it is. It's her best friend. It's Lin Fei. We'll be getting into that shortly. I want to see if we've had any rematches. I know Reno Shang and Sentinel Cassidy was not a rematch. Nia, this shouldn't be a rematch because Ragnar and Dusk made it to top 4, and Nia and Lin Fei didn't make it any, or like top 4 winners side and red semis, and they didn't get anywhere near that. They lost in like the second round to a really tough team. Like if we look at where Nia, yeah, they lost to Ragnar and Dusk actually. This is a rematch. Oh, I thought they lost to Kaya Jaeun. Yeah, for whatever reason that's what I thought they lost to. Never mind, this is a rematch. Reno and Shang versus Sentinel and Cassidy is not a rematch actually. Nice. Tell you what though, we're getting a losers quarterfinals rematch right now. Oh my gosh, they're getting pieced up by the double Katars. 3 Katars on the screen. Oh crap. 3 Katars on the screen. 3 Katars going crazy. The down sig will take her off. She loves to do that down sig. Oh, that clashed. The ground pound, sending her all the way off the side. Neutral air. The ground pound. Another ground pound, doesn't work out. Neutral air. Cider will do it. 4 stocks to 4. Yeah, this is going to be a great match. I already know it. 3 Guitar Legends, 1 Cannon, 1 Axe, 2 Spears. Like, this is going to go absolutely insane. I'm not including the Orb, because Orb, low-key, it sucks. It all really just depends on how well Dusk plays, because last time Dusk was playing, Dusk had 600 damage and 500 damage in the wins. Oh, but that's a stock loss, and that's a final stock situation for him. And potentially, definitely, a dead Ragnar. Oh! That's not good at all. I can see right now Queen 9 has 2 stocks. That's the only thing I can see. I think Lin Fei also has 2 stocks. This is incredibly bad for Dusk. Dusk is not built for these 2v1 situations. They're going to take game 1 like it's a freaking toy. Oh my god. This is so different to the first round. Or to the second round. Lin Fei going for 704 stocks. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Dusk by far pulls his weight compared to Ragnar, not even getting 300 damage. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I wouldn't break them up because Lin Fei, when they have the momentum, they're not going to stop. She's not going to stop absolutely frying everybody, teammate or enemy. Whereas, if you look at... Legit, if you look at freaking... What's his face? If you look at Ragnar and Dusk, I'd definitely break them up because Dusk is so lackluster on most occasions. Of course, Ragnar getting absolutely dominated this time. They're not even allowing him to move anywhere near him. But yeah, Dusk, who's supposed to be playing a supporty-ish, more control-y role, is the one kind of being forced, or the one that just doesn't get to do that. He's playing a more aggressive role for whatever reason. It's not really paying off. The Ensig disarms but doesn't kill. The ground pound recovery, killing at the top. Cider as well. Killing off the side, obviously. But yeah, like, just for the most part, when we're looking at this, I can already see. Oh, that Cider. He overcommitted on the 1-for-1, but the 1-for-1 is not bad considering Dusk is also dead, and I think that's 3 stocks to 3. I know they're at 3. My question is Queen 9 or is Ragnar at 2 stocks? If he is the no, not after what he did. Is Dusk at 2 stocks? No. It's 3 stocks to 2, and so far heavily in their favor. I mean, the cannon cannot just be stopped. It can just not be stopped. Like, this is 3 stocks to 2, and by far is the blue team dominating in this one. The blue team has just been better for like the last bit of the freaking sets for no reason. For literally no reason. Oh, Dusk starting to wake up. Doesn't get the Cider? The one time I would expect that crackhead to go for a Cider. Nope. He deems it too unsafe. Too risky. Now he wants to play. Because he's finally in loser's bracket, he wants to play like it's risky. And it's all up to Dusk. Again, I told you, overcoming on that 1-for-1's gonna bite them in the ass. And it did. Because now, he's gonna have to deal with both Lin Fei and the other woman at the same time. And the worst part is, I'm pretty sure that he's dead. I'm positive that he's dead. 2-0, 500, 635, 433, 393. Ragnar, you have to wake up, or this is it. If Ragnar doesn't sit here, think about what he's been doing wrong, and wake up right now. It is literally wraps. It is literally over. It's just over. It's literally just over. Oh. Okay. So yeah, Ragnar is just not waking up. That's amazing. That essentially means that the red team is probably going to lose just because Ragnar, who's usually playing way better than he is now, is currently doing worse than Dusk, as Dusk takes first strike. So, sheesh. We're in for an absolutely terrifying. Oh, and then Dusk loses his amazingly healthy stock. He was light orange, and then she gets that stock too. This is completely terrible. The downfall that was this set so far. The down sig. Oh. Okay. Get the stock. 3 stocks to 4. Down 6. The end 6 doesn't connect. That one does. Oh, Dust gets back. The pressure. Oh, Queen Nine also makes it back. Oh, and she's pushing even more pressure onto Dust. Dust just has to get in there. Oh. You know, for 2 guys that placed top 8, I'm glad that they at least got top 8, you know? I'm glad that they, no matter what, they got top 8. Oh. Even if they lose right here, I don't care. Oh, the ground pound, that's enough. Ground pound, waited out the dodge. Instead, Dust going for the recovery. They combo the ground pound and recovery. And it's all up to Queen 9, game 3. What a move. Side sig. The down sig. The down sig again. Neutral air. Side lights air. Everything hitting right now. Down air. Down air into a down light. Down air. Down air, and that's it. Queen and I can't make it back. Ragnar and Dusk making a run for it. 529 damage. All of the damage that Dusk just got in that 500, 200 of that was right now because he hit every single hit on her. He just did 150 damage on her. Ragnar already had like 500. Lin Fei not allowed to play the game, but again, Queen Nai, even in a deficit, or even while they're down, playing really good. Again, once Ragnar's on, it's a little hard to slow him down, so you gotta slow Dusk down instead. But if you slow Dusk down, Ragnar might just take advantage. You can't stop one. You can't stop both of them, but you can at least slow one down enough to stop the other. I'll tell you what, right now though, we're on Western Air Temple, and so far this is pure chaos, and it's in blue team's favor. If red team can force 5, I have faith, but I don't think that there will be forcing 5. I think blue team in 4, red team in 5. They, you know, last time, I think last time somebody forced 5. Yeah, Mirage and Onyx forced 5 and then they won. This time Ragnar and Dust very much not okay right now. Ground pound, trying to force the altercation. The delay isn't enough. The cider will be. We're gonna start getting these team combos. Ooh, good amount of damage. Good amount of damage. Got her to about light orange, yellow cotton, or whatever, something like that. Oh, Lin Fei taking a hefty bit of damage now. She's definitely not. She's definitely been slowed down a lot. This is not the same Lin Fei that was doing 700 damage a few games ago. Ooh, the team comped the Nair into the recovery. Even if he does get taken out, that was an incredible recovery there. He was able to turn that stock that was pretty much dead at that point into a kill. Turned it into a 1-for-1. I'll take that if I'm Ragnar. And then another stock taken. Queen Nai down in the front stock. Look at this. Look at this. Lin Fei can't move. Lin Fei is not allowed to play the game right now. And they focus Queen Nai. Of course, Queen Nai winning these altercations. Shocker. She is the number 3 1v1. You know, she is the only other bronze medalist aside from Diana. Oh, that's crucial. That's big. That's also big. But Dusk and Lin Fei. That's a 1-for-1. I don't know if I want that 1-for-1. We've seen Queen Nai clutch these out before. Can she do it again? She's going to have to take out Ragnar, and that's not an easy job to do. Ragnar's definitely played a lot better, and he's getting the stairs. He's getting all the answers, and that will be it. We're going to 5. Ragnar with another 500 damage game. I'm so happy he's actually woken up. And 4 stocks. The 700 damage game coming up from Dusk to force game 5. Queen Nai doing even worse than last game, and Lin Fei doing a little better than last game, I presume. I think. Not going to say I'm correct on that, but I'm going to assume. Dude, this is so bad. Oh, this is so bad for blue team. They don't have. They're losing momentum, and again, Lin Fei isn't really good without momentum. She likes to play a safer game. They're gonna need to develop. They're gonna need to build the momentum back. It's not gonna be hard, or it's not gonna be easy. Not hard, it's not gonna be easy, but they can definitely do it. This is game 5. This is a decisive game. They win this, and it's everything. They win this, and they keep going. Like that's really the truth. Question is, do they have it in them to keep going? Because right now, Queen Nai does. Again, Queen Nai performing really good under both circumstances, winning or losing. She doesn't care. She'll do good. She'll do great even. On the other hand, can't say the same for Ragnar. Ragnar not really being able to do good right now. They both ended up losing their stocks first. Oh. So again, if they can single out one of these players, it'd be very good. And the recovery sends her all the way off the left side of the map. That recovery will almost send her, but the second one will surely do it. They're immediately going to start to pressure. Of course, Lin Fei backing off the best way she can do. Now we're going to be seeing a lot more hits. Yep. Okay, Lin Fei definitely holding her own on the unarmed. Neutralite, ground pound doesn't connect. Oh, just nothing coming out from Dusk there in response. Okay. Oh, the down stick, that's ballsy. Okay. Okay. Ground pound. Recovery. No side air from him. The side air from Dusk. D-light nair. Doesn't work out. Another nair. Recovery sends her all the way up to the top. Down air. The down air again. The down sig! Side light! Nair doesn't hit. He went for a side air. Didn't get it. Oh! He might get reversed. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, Ragnar, get in here. Yes. She's dealing an incredible amount of extra credit and she takes the stock herself. Then Ragnar takes her stock. Final stocks in game 5. He picks up the weapon and immediately goes to help out Ragnar, understanding completely that Ragnar is unable to do pretty much anything against Queen Nai here. Long live the Queen. Pretty much all he can say. The down sig on Lin Fei. He holds the wall. He hugs the wall. Ragnar a little bit into deeper troubles. Oh, the Katara, no, he's out. If you can get Queen Nai out of here, that'd be really good. Oh, he almost did it. Oh my goodness. No, the side sig. Oh, Nai and Lin Fei are moving on even further in this bracket. They get their revenge and they move way past them, going from 5th place to 4th at the very minimum. Nai with the 700 damage game. And that's crazy because Ragnar and Dusk both did 600 essentially. Ragnar 580, Dusk 650. Lin Fei, despite not being able to do much, she was able to hold her weight, or pull her weight. Unfortunately, that would be everything for Ragnar and Dusk, who finished 5th. This is the highest Ragnar has placed. This is just peak. And this is also Dusk's peak. So this is very unfortunate for both, as they wanted to get an even bigger... You know, they both wanted to go even further than they did last time. Unfortunately, Dusk unable to do that. Congratulations to Ragnar for moving further, but you still top 8'd. You can't hate a top 8 placement. If you want to say top 16, kill yourself. But yeah, you can never hate a top 8 placement. Again, Team Blue has just won every set, and unfortunately for you know, Cassidy and Sentinel, they're gonna have to be Team Red here because yeah, Nai and Lin Fei are staying as blue because this is the 4th place matchup. We're in top 4. Losers semifinals. Whoever wins this gets to face off against the loser of winners finals. And the winner of that goes to grand finals with their head held high. It's already 9 o'clock. It's been 4 sets. Every set must have been longer than 15 minutes. I mean, we did have 2 game 5s? Let me just think. We had 3 game 5, okay, 2 game 5s, a 3-1 and a 3-0, and now we're on this set. And wow, Cassidy's already getting taken out. Again, when they have a high level of momentum, Lin Fei starts to do a lot better. And Queen Nai completely overperforms for somebody who's usually... Like, Queen Nai does everything in her power to come back from a deficit. Or just come back and bring the momentum back in their favor. Rock the chair back in their direction. As right now she overcommits heavily, but you know, oh, that's not good. And what is that now? 4 stocks to 5. I believe Cassidy's on her. Actually, no. I think 4 stocks to 4. But Cassidy should be on her second to last stock. Oh, Cassidy should be on her final stock. I might be wrong about that. Sentinel for sure on his final stock here. As Queen Nai gets decided to confirm the kill, doesn't give him any room to breathe. And immediately focusing, for the first time ever, Queen Nai and Lin Fei are actually doing team combos. They don't really do team combos. They just kind of like stack on top of each other and just pressure and cover options. But they don't actually do team combos. That was their first actual team combo. Oh, the down stig, a pressuring move to take Nai and Fei both out at separate times. This gives them actually a really good deal of time here to deal with Lin Fei. Of course, it's not enough because they're both too heavily damaged, and just like that, Cassidy's out, and Sentinel's out too. Wow, the double KO. Nai and Lin Fei move on. Lin Fei doing 600 damage. Cassidy unable to play her game. And just Queen Nai and Sentinel pulling their weight. The momentum is swinging heavily in Queen Nai and Lin Fei's favor after the 700 damage performance and the 600 four stocks taken from Lin Fei. She's definitely feeling really good after that win over Ragnar and Dust. Because yeah, that was certainly not in their favor. But of course, Queen Nai being able to do whatever, like being able to just prove her hardest, do her best. Oh, in the ground pound, in the double ground pound, she might have taken herself out, but she says that's completely worth it. The 1-for-1. As Cassidy gets saved. Oh, and Queen Nai gets down. This is really bad for them. This is 5 stocks to 4. Of course, they can extend this and make it 4 stocks to 4 with Sentinel on 1. This would be incredibly good. Oh, okay, the sideline into her, the side sig. Okay, starting to damage her. Starting to deal with the first of 3 stocks that Cassidy wields. On the other hand, Queen Nai trying to deal with Sentinel. Of course, they have momentum, but Lin Fei's not really playing like that so far. They have the lead. Oh, and it's 4 stocks to 4, soon to be 3 stocks. Oh, the ground pound doesn't connect, but Queen Nai is over there. Is there to cover it. That's the 5th car tonight. No, I'm just kidding. That is the literal, I kid you not, 11th car / motorcycle. Probably a car because it's nighttime. Okay. They're just covering the space in the options so perfectly right now that it doesn't even matter that they're at technically a damage deficit. Because are they really? I mean, Queen Nai can't die, and sure, Lin Fei might be potentially on her final stock soon, or just on her final stock right now. But she's certainly not playing like it. Sentinel with the ground pound. And yeah, she's not even on her final stock, and now Queen Nai is finally on her final stock. I can say the exact same thing for Sentinel, who is the most damaged player on the board. Oh, and the ground pound takes him, and just like that, the side sig will do it, and now final stock for Cassidy. Looking like a clean 2-0 right now. Told you, when there's momentum, Lin Fei will make it feel like you have no hope. And if you have momentum, Queen Nai will try her hardest to make you feel like you have no hope. Right there with the clean victory there. A simple bit of damage, getting her barely to pull her weight. And yeah, Lin Fei with a 600 damage explosion, 3 stocks across the board for both players. Yeah, Sentinel kind of front loading. Despite, not doing nearly as much damage as Cassidy, who did pull her weight, he had all the stocks, so he proved to be somewhat useful. I wouldn't say that still pulling your weight. Doing damage is definitely more important than taking the stocks. At least if you want to help your teammates win a 1v2 and you're like completely dead, then you might as well just do as much damage as possible. So you can do 600 damage and die first, but if, the way that we saw Caspian do 800 damage and still die first, but like at least you're contributing heavily by damaging your foes enough so where your teammate doesn't have to like try as hard. But you're supposed to try, it just doesn't have to look as hard for a kill. He doesn't have to build up the damage himself, And Queen Nai almost completely diverting. Oh my goodness, Cassidy got taken care of right there at the top. I don't know what else to say. Down there, Lin Fei, double dare. That's all she needed. Oh, that would be nice first stock as well. Both heavily damaged. Why is my blinds just like... Nah, because why are my blinds like shaking like a monkey? I'm sorry, that's concerning. They're not supposed to be doing that. Because my other blinds aren't doing that. Of course, there's a backpack on those. Okay, I'm actually concerned because my blinds started bugging and I was like not a fan of it. There we go. I'm gonna try to latch them on. Okay, and from the looks of it, blue team still has the lead because Queen Knight still has 2 stocks and Sentinel just got sent all the way to the right side of the stage. Side stick does not connect. Ooh, gets team comboed instead. The ground pound will take him all the way off the side, and I think that is, yeah, that is his second stock. Oh, not able to get the team combo. So I was wrong. It was just mostly like even. Yeah, she can't make it back. It's up to Queen Nine right now. I think if you take Cassidy out, she still has another stock to play. Which I don't think she, which I do think she does. Sentinel! What a sacrifice! Oh, that's terrible! Downward. The Nair! Oh, the side air doesn't connect! If this is Cassidy's last stock, and it is! It's a 3-0! Nia and Lin Fei are moving to the top 3! She wins another 1v2. Crazy enough, Lin Fei did the least amount of damage. Crazier enough, Lin Fei and Queen Nai both did less damage than Sentinel and Cassidy. And yet they won. Queen Nai with 4 stocks, Lin Fei doing 2 stocks. Cassidy and Sentinel also fairly even on damage and stocks. But unfortunately that 2v1 was just too much for them, and Queen Nai never die. Long live the Queen once again. Now then, we're gonna have to go to winners because we have a match to decide. We got Ember and Zol, and they're going up against, not only are we getting the highest power legend slash cannon slash axe, we're getting the highest defense cannon slash gauntlets, actually, maybe? I think she is the highest defense gauntlets legend as well, so. And the craziest part is her teammate. These are the 2 in winners finals. I don't know how the hell these are the team combinations, but here they are. And this is going to be amazing. This is just going to be absolutely amazing. On one side you have Onyx and Mirage, which play very much like Maiden Experience, and their highlights are very similar to Maiden Experiences, just less team combos. Despite them being very team combo focused, or despite them being somewhat team combo focused, they have the most team combos done. They just don't have as many team combo highlights because their team combos haven't killed as much. But I'll tell you what, right now, like I said, the offstage game is purely meant for Onyx. Not even Zul can match there. Right now, Onyx definitely taking a lot more damage than Ember is. Ember, again, being the most consistent Brawlhalla character in 2v2s. Only Zariel potentially matching. Because, yeah. Like, no matter what, Ember's gonna get her licks, but like, Zariel is the only other character that is like that, that will always get at least 400 damage. Bodvar is very similar, but we did see him go below 300. We didn't see that out of Zariel, and we definitely didn't see that out of Ember. Not yet. Actually, we might have seen one game where Ember, but that was probably because she got like hard targeted, so, yeah, it was because she got hard focused, I remember, Reno and Shang, and that was like the only game. Like, outside of that, she's one of the most consistent characters. Now, we're gonna see Mirage on her final stock. Blue team, both of them on their final stocks. Wow, Zol and Ember looking to end this thing. very quickly. A minute into the game, and one team's already on their final stocks. Wow. On the other hand, Ember just continuing to get her licks. Oh. Oh, he was able to interrupt. Thanks to the interrupt, thanks to the edge guard interrupt, Onyx was not able to take out Ember. She would have definitely been able to do that in any other situation. Oh, recovery. It's now down to Mirage. Mirage hasn't been able to 1v2 yet. And that will definitely continue in this game as we see Ember doing her 500 damage, Zol doing his 500 damage, Onyx doing the worst at 229, but yeah, Mirage doing 522 damage as well. Everybody except for Onyx did 500 damage. Ember and Mirage are definitely the supporter players, but don't mistake that because Ember is still the best 1v1 seed in this tournament. Or, well, in winners side of tournament. And Zol hasn't had a chance to show himself. I think actually no, yeah, Zol has, but I just always change it to Amethyst. And he hasn't really done the best, but he does alright. It's a lot better in the 2v2 space. On the other hand, Onyx cannot prove herself in 1v1s for anything, and has proved herself heavily in 2s, dominating with 2 stage. Well, sheesh, Mirage way better at 1v1s, but thanks to Onyx's help, she has also been able to succeed in 2s. Of course, they might just lose here because so far it's 4 stocks to 6, and it is in blue team's deficit. It is definitely in red team's favor as I think Zol might have actually lost his first stock. That will be the first stock of Ember. So, oh, and the Cider, that will disarm, and I think that removes all of his options. Yes, it does. Just like that, I think that I would say blue team starting to take a little bit of a lead in game 2. Oh, and they do! Ember's dead! Ember's on her final stock. This could be 4 stocks to 3, 4 stocks to 2, one of the two. All I know is that blue team has the lead. For sure. Mirage still not damaged, pretty much untouched. That will probably change soon. Ember is... Okay, so we see Onyx now in her final stock after being shut down. She got 3 stocks in a row, so he has 3 stocks to 4 right now. Or 3 stocks to 3. But that's not exactly the best 3 stocks if I'm asking you, because Ember doesn't have the high enough defense. She'll get her licks like always, but she don't got the defense to do good enough to survive this. And Ember, and Zol just got taken off the top, so. Oh, and the sides that comes out, Neutralite doesn't even kill. You take out Onyx, you have a chance. But you don't take out Onyx, and that's a hefty thing to do, even for a high damage legend. You don't take out Onyx, that's gonna be an issue. Oh. Oh god. Okay. And the side sig, the side heavy if you want to call it, from Mirage, or from Onyx to take that. Mirage is underperforming in this set compared to Zol. Zol, 600 damage, 500 damage, you know, Ember, 300 damage in this one. I think they're starting to figure out how to beat Ember. Everybody is. And it's really just, don't let her assist Zol in anything. Team combos, everything. Mirage playing that stage control game has been doing amazing, but Onyx is getting the KOs despite her only averaging around 420 damage. No, not even. She's averaging 300 because she had 200 in the first game. So yeah, dude, if Onyx can start to wake up and like really lock in, that's when I believe the set to be over. I believe that Onyx and, you know, Mirage will just win it if Onyx can start dealing high damage. If Onyx starts dealing like Zol level damage, like 600, oh my goodness, Zol's out of there. That was a freaking 15, 16 second stock. Yeah, Mirage is heavily damaged, but that's still a 5 stocks to 6 situation right now. And Onyx doesn't look the slightest bit phased by Zol at all. There's a lightning storm outside my house, and that is probably why my curtains are shaking. Because I have a window open and the wind is going through. Oh, whoa. Ember dealing a lot of damage now. Then, Ember usually will get her licks. If he can shut Ember down, not slow her down. Slowing her down doesn't do anything. She'll just figure out a way to... I think, yeah, Onyx is on her second stock, so it's 4 stocks to 3 right now, once again. 3 stocks to 3, a lot more even this time. But still, Onyx, if she loses the stock, that'll be big. That is big, but look at Zol's health too. Oh, and Mirage loses her weapon. And that's big. Red team gets the 1v2, or the 2v1. Then again, this is Onyx. You're going to have to do a lot of damage. Of course, you just keep her away from that weapon. That is a bad move. Ember, definitely a higher seed in ones, but... Oh, and Zol just completely overcommitted! That downer, he didn't have enough to get back up. Even if you are the 1v1, you know, 4th place finisher, you do have a lot of damage to cover in a short amount of time. That recovery will do it. And Mirage and Onyx. Onyx getting the 600 damage that she promised. Though Mirage did get more stocks here with 444 damage. Wow, everybody just played their game, but Ember going crazy, probably on Mirage, just going berserk on her. Zol getting the 4 stocks though, despite only doing 500 damage. Yeah. That is certainly a way to win the game. Congratulations to Onyx, who clutched it out as Zol overcommitted. I think if Zol, even if Zol didn't throw that down, if you just like tried to get back up, I think she was going to ground pound him regardless. Because she did throw out a raw ground pound out of nowhere before going over the fight. So she kind of predicted that Zol would like die regardless. And Mirage taking a lot of damage to start this is not good. Onyx also taking a good deal of damage. Mirage is not looking healthy in game 4. Okay, hold on. Oh, she sneaks back to the ground. She sneaks past the ground pound. Still no weapon for Mirage. Finally picks up the spear. It might be too late. It is. The down sig coming out. And both of them get a stock apiece. It's 4 stocks to 6. And Zol's really trying to extend this lead. Onyx trying to do as much damage as possible. Didn't get the team combo. And she touches. Oh, cider clash. Okay, good way to avoid taking more damage for Mirage, but you gotta prioritize yourself right now. And the Ensig almost taking her off the top, and just like that, it's 4 stocks to 4, but that's a heavy 4 if you're playing Onyx. Sure, she's still got a full stick of butter as long as Zol isn't on her, but even then, that's still risky because, you know, some people throw out signatures like Madman, Ember, and yeah, it kind of works out for them. As we see, though, she touches. Like I said, she throws out SIGs like Madman. Immediately, both of them throwing out a SIG to try to take her out. Can't take Onyx out just yet. Oh, that does it. That does it. Oh, just avoid the damage. Just avoid the damage, bro. I don't get why the bots do that. The bots, instead of playing smart and just avoiding damage, they'll instead go right into the fight and get team comboed. Like, I just don't get why you wouldn't play the safe game. Oh, and Mirage gets taken out. That's not good. It's 2 stocks to 4. It's a heavy 4, but it's also a heavy 2. Oh, and the double recovery. That'll take both of them out at the exact same time. Oh no, this is not good for Onyx and Mirage. Despite that, they tied it up, but at what cost? I mean, look at Onyx's health. She's red. She'll probably die to another dog. They're trying to hyper-focus Zol, but it's not working because one hit by pretty much anything, and the neutraler still doesn't kill. Yeah. Oh, that recovery was nasty. The Cider finally takes him out. Mirage back in the 1v2. Oh no, wasn't able to throw him off the edge. That would have been very important. The Cider coming out from her. Yes. Zol. No, he doesn't overcommit. He doesn't overextend. They both make it back up. Oh, and the recovery! Oh, if not for that recovery, I think they lose that. Mirage, 700 damage. Onyx, 500. Ember, 550. Zol, 660. Like, yo. These are close-ass games, and we're going to game 5. We're going to game 5. Onyx and Mirage versus the Zoltron and Ember. Who's going to win? Only God knows. Okay. They're immediately getting into it again. No weapon pickup this early. Okay, we see the cannon and the gauntlets getting picked up. The bow as well. Mirage better figure out how to... Mirage better pick up a weapon fast or else it's going to be an issue. I wish that the bots would prioritize like weapons over just stupid mindless fighting because you're going to get beat. Oh, that downside was crucial. Onyx just kind of hugging the wall. She lives. Oh, Zol does not overcommit. Actually makes it back perfectly fine. Onyx putting the hurt on Ember over here on the right side. Cider from Ember. Oh, the neutral air into the ground pound! They turned that into a team combo. And then they're going to hit Ember and she can't make it back. Okay, now Onyx trying to put as much damage onto Azul before Ember comes back. Fortunately, there's none that can be done. I think Mirage is on her first. No, she's on her second, right? She's either on her first or her second. I think she's on her second stock right now. And if she's on her second, this is not good. This is a hefty 4-4 right now. Ooh, that's not good. Hopefully. Oh, yes, that's a great touch. Okay. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, Christ. Oh, no, that's bad. Yeah, it was. Okay. This is bad. This is 4 stocks to 2, I think. And if this 4 stocks to 2, this is bad. Look at it. Look at Mirage's health. Everything depends on whether or not Onyx can front load the absolute living shit out of this character. They're gonna need a 2v1 right now. They're getting it done. Oh, no. That's really bad. Oh, they're front. Okay, Onyx is front loading the absolute hell out of this fight right now, but she can't front load much longer. Oh, the Nair doesn't kill. She take. Okay, no, the ground pound is it. That's enough. Ember and Zul are going to grand finals, baby. That's crazy. Oh, I'm in love with this storyline. The one time the red team actually wins. The one time the red team actually wins is when I don't want it to. That's sad. Alright. Well, at the very least, you have Nai and Lin Fei going up against Mirage and Onyx. Mirage and Onyx got to be feeling that one because that was their game to win at their game to lose at the very beginning of it. I don't want to take my eyes off the set at all, but I have to check a message. Okay. Whoa. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there, Bukowski. Oh. Yeah, Onyx is not living. If I'm not mistaken, this is not a rematch. No, because they got sent to losers by Ragnar and Dusk. They already got their rematch. So, on the other hand, this is one of the biggest losers bracket runs ever being made right now by Nai and Lin Fei. On the other hand, Onyx just had one of the best winners bracket runs, obviously. You know, ultimately ending to Ember and Zol. Oh, the neutral air, what a move. I don't even want to look away because it's just so good. The set is actually amazing. Oh. Lin Fei doesn't care about momentum. She said, no, y'all just lost. I'm not gonna get cooked like this. My God, she's putting the hurt on the Mirage. Mirage can't do anything. Ground pound, Neutral air. Queen Nai being the highest seed 1v1 legend left in the tournament is definitely helping them out right now. As yeah, Queen Nai got the best pickup she could have possibly gotten. She got somebody who's just as explosive when she needs to be, and just as amazing when she wants to be. Like, that's insane. And she still has a full stick of butter. This is easily the best duo, in my opinion, despite them having lost already. Losing so soon. They're literally creating one of the greatest losers bracket runs ever. Mirage finally dropping below 400 damage. Onyx doing 560 in that game, and the two 667 and 604. Lin Fei completely stopped up in that last stock. Said, no, we're not doing this. Okay, we're going back to this map. This map hasn't shown too bad results for either side. I'm watching this in silence. This is amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna watch it in silence because this game has so far been great. Oh! Yikes. 4-4? Three to 4. That's not a good stock off Mirage. It would be so cool if there was a 2v2 game mode. Like, if they would bring back the tag team game mode from MK9 in Mortal Kombat, I'd be so happy. Oh! Oh, recovery. And a double knockout off of that. And yeah, it's all up to Onyx in game, what, 3? Game 2. Damn, that first game was disgusting. Made me feel like it was game 2. Oh, and that's it. That's 2-0 in the favor of Nai and Faye. Team Red is destroying, despite both of them barely, I mean, one of them not even doing 400. Mirage didn't get anywhere near it. So unfortunately, somehow the highest in the game being by Queen Nai again. This is going to be a tough crack. This is going to be a tough cookie to crack for Onyx and Mirage. I don't think they'll be able to force 5 the way that they're playing right now, at least. Can't believe we're already in top 3. This is incredible. It's bro. I'm actually gonna have to end this tournament at like 10 o'clock because if this is a 3-0, there's only 2 more sets at the very maximum left. Oh, oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Hold on. What an NSIG! And what is that? 5 to 4? I think that's 5 to 4. Because I see Onyx has 2 stocks, so I'm just gonna guess it's 5 to 4. And if it is, that is disgusting. Because Mirage is already heavily hurt. Oh. And the double side stick, I think, to take the lead here, probably. Onyx with a great move there. Unfortunately for them, they're also heavily damaged, and if this is Mirage's last stock, that'd be terrible. Oh, I don't think it is, and I really hope it isn't, because I really want to see this tournament pan out. Oh, and it isn't! It was 4 stocks to 4, and right now it's 4 stocks to 2! Now it's 2 stocks to 2! Oh! The triple recovery actually worked? What is wrong with you? Dodge any other direction, man. Fuck. Oh, the neutral to counteract. I wonder who's going to win this. This is so close. I mean, right now, blue team taking a big lead. Oh, that neutral air keeps her at bay. Sider will take her off the side, but the question is, how will you be able to take out the queen? I mean, long live the queen, you know? You're definitely healthy, though, so that's the benefit you have, is you're way healthier than her. And that downer should be enough. And it will be, but she's got another stock. And Mirage takes herself out! Oh, this is heavy potential for the queen. 3-0 right now. This is 3-0 potential. Oh, she makes it back. Okay, okay. Yet if it would have ended like that, I would have cried. I would have had to play the last stocks by themselves. Ground pound. Oh, the recovery! It's not enough yet. Picks up the weapon. It's a gauntlets. Okay. And light. Side air. Oh, Queen Eye barely makes it back. Ground pound. Side air again. She's out of options. She's out of weapons. Side stick doesn't connect. Can Onyx force 5? Or 4? Can Onyx force 4? Ooh! The 4! She doesn't! Oh my god, I thought the Unsick did it. Mirage and Onyx, they're moving on. Onyx with an 800 damage game! Yes! The second 800 damage game. That results in a victory, and it's on Queen Nai to force a game 4. Oh my god. Nah, I gotta take a photo of that. 4 stocks, 844 damage. Took so much damage. Onyx is the only other legend to win a game so far, but while doing 800 damage. And she took 4 stocks. I think Queen Nai took 5 in hers. What an incredible performance by Onyx there, and the clutch out too. Queen Nai doing 749 damage, clearly seeing who was the better teammate on both sides. Jesus, that was an absolute dogfight between those two. And we're going to game 4. I don't even care who wins anymore. These are both incredible teams, and I don't hate either player. I love Lin Fei, and I love Mirage, and I love all characters on screen so much. And the way that they're just fighting it out, man. Nah, that game 3 will go down in history books. In loser, listen, that's the most clutch. That can only be topped by like 800 damage game in game 5. But right now, it doesn't look like Lin Fei's gonna allow it, as Lin Fei and Queen Nai are ending it right here, immediately taking 2 stocks very quickly. Oh my goodness! Wow, that was so instant. Now they're struggling against this edge guard. Oh, that end save gets them a little bit of breathing room, but the ground pound coming out from Queen Nai, or not from Queen Nai, from Mirage, is going to close out Queen Nai's stock, and then the side stick on the other side to clean out Lin Fei's stock. It's 4 stocks to 4, and it's very healthy 4 for once. It's pretty even. For now. Queen Nai with the Katars, doesn't hit anybody. Oh, and Onyx, what are you doing? Makes it back. Okay, try to get involved. Recovery takes her out. Oh, doesn't get the recovery on the other person. Okay. Oh, and she uses an end light, probably a misinput. But, unfortunately, she loses her stock there. Onyx doing amazing on these gauntlets, especially after such a deep loss of stocks at the very beginning. Onyx dodging everything. She gets taken out as well. It's final stocks already in game 4. And now it's a cannon. Can the Onyx cannon beat the Lin Fei cannon? Well, right now it's looking like it will. Of course, Lin Fei cannon was definitely more damaged. And the side stick takes Lin Fei out. And it's all up to 1 stock on Queen Nai, and that's it. That's their only hope of moving on. I mean, they also have another 6 stocks to play with after this game if they lose it, but, like, you know, That's the only way that they win in 4 games. So far, not looking like it'll happen. And the down air will settle it. We're going to game 5. We're going to game 5. Queen Nai doing the lowest she's ever done in a respective loss. And at least in a fairly close loss. 442 damage. Lin Fei doing terribly in that game, despite her getting a little bit of combos onto Mirage. But luckily, Onyx and Mirage both dealing 500 plus damage. Again, I don't care who wins. This has already been an incredible set, and honestly, both are deserved. Both 100% deserve it if they win. Like, it's just amazing. Oh, and Lin Fei trying to get her revenge again. She popped off at the very beginning and then pretty much just did like 150 damage after that. This is a close game 5. We're going to Small Enigma. Oh, Lin Fei's already heavily damaged. We haven't even seen Mirage get touched. She finally does get touched. Down air. Oh, and Lin Fei doesn't make it back. The down air to secure the kill. At the other side, we see Queen Nai actually devastate Onyx stock. Oh, and now we're seeing the duo. Oh, Onyx coming in, trying to cause some pressure. Recovery takes her off the top, and just like that, blue team has a lead. Blue team has a really good lead at that. Oh. Oh. Okay, ground pound. They're trying to focus Onyx, but it's not working as Mirage is getting an insane amount of damage. Mirage is popping off in this game. She is surging. Oh, and then Onyx with the gauntlets. Onyx gauntlets are absolutely surging as well. She finally loses her first stock, but Onyx gets the dare instinct. It's a 1-for-1, and that is not what you want. Because it's now, what, 4 stocks to 3? 4 stocks to 2, around there. And that will make it 4 stocks to 2. Yeah, Onyx and Mirage surging in game 5. They're going to have to find some really good damage, but they're not finding it. Because Mirage side airs Lin Fei, and then it gets them, and then like, and of course, now we see Onyx on her final stock, Mirage barely on her second, if I'm not mistaken. See a little team combo, whoa, turning into a lot of damage. Okay, gets the nair, get a little team combo, alright. Side sig, she reversed it. Oh, but she takes out Mirage. Oh, and she takes out the other opponent. No way! It's down to Mirage. It's down to Mirage. It's all down to Mirage. Can Mirage clutch out? This is not looking like she can. All she needs is this kill onto Lin Fei, and it immediately becomes much closer. But she can't pick up a damn weapon, and it's over. Oh my God, Queen Nai and Lin Fei, the greatest losers bracket run ever. Ever, bro. Queen Nai didn't even do 500 damage, bro. Oh, if it wasn't for such an abominable last stock from Onyx, that game was definitely Team Blues to win. But unfortunately, Queen Nai and Lin Fei will be going on to fight Ember and Zol, the 20th seed versus the 10th seed. And you want to know the craziest part about this? It's not even. The craziest part about this isn't even the fact that we got 2 cannons in top 3, or that we got 2 top legends or whatever. The craziest fact is that we have 3 bottom tier legends in grand finals right now. Queen Nai is considered low tier. Lin Fei is considered one of the worst characters in the game, probably the worst. Ember is considered low tier. Zol is considered mid tier. And they're all here. Grand finals is Queen Nai and Lin Fei versus Ember and Zol. And everybody who's here deserved it 100%. One of the greatest losers bracket runs ever versus one of the greatest winners bracket runs ever. Now the question is, will Queen Nai and Lin Fei be able to take this all the way to become the greatest losers bracket win ever or not? They're completing the Cinderella run. They lost in the second round to Ragnar and Dusk, got their revenge, defeated the Titan that was Moronix. They defeated the Titan that was, if I can remember their name, yeah, Asuri and Zariel. Those guys were nasty. They defeated Volkov and Orion. They defeated so many tough opponents like Artemis and Mako. They were low-key a good duo. I mean, Mako was subpar. Like, they defeated Mordex and Barraza in an incredible comeback. Who else did they defeat? They defeated, yeah, they defeated Diana and Taros. Like they were just defeating everybody left and right and left and right. And Lin Fei proving that she is the best canon legend. We have a canon legend on every team in top 3. Think about that right now. Every team in top 3 had a canon legend. Canon is officially considered meta. You wanna know what else is Qatar's? Why? There's 3 Qatar legends in grand finals and 3 Qatar legends in top 3. You wanna know how many Axe legends there are? 1. You wanna know how many Spear legends there are? 2. You wanna know how many Bow legends there are? 1. Oh, and Queen Nai overcommitted. Oh, and she was gonna get the down air, but wow, what a save from Zol. This is really the Cinderella run versus the. This is really the biggest Titan they have to face. These guys. We're talking about a team that 3-2'd Mirage and Onyx in a very terrible game. Oh, and it's all up to Lin Fei. They 3-2'd Moronyx in a very big way. They 3-1'd Reno and Sean. They 3-2'd Volkov and Orion. A whole bunch of strong teams that end up losing. And look at that. Unfortunately, no more than 464 damage. But about 900 damage combined between, just a little under 900 damage between Ember and Zol combined versus 700 damage. You can see the difference. And 100% will I say that Zol and Ember are the biggest Titan. I mean, look at their winners run. Yumiko and Koji 2-0. Fate and Lucian 2-0, 2-1. My bad. Ember and Zol, or Volkov and Orion 3-2. Reno Shang 3-1. Moronyx 3-2 in a very close game 5. Very close game 5. And now we're going on, and they have a 1-0 lead over the team, the team that just completely destroyed every expectation after losing in the very first round. Oh, Ember takes off the top. After losing in the second round to Ragnar and Dust, they clawed all the way back, and then fought Ragnar and Dust and beat them. And then, like, they fought through what? They fought second round losers, third round losers, top 12, top 8, top 5, top 4, top 3, and now they're in grand finals. And yeah, the Cinderella run looks over because, my goodness, Ember, you're cooking the shit out of Lin Fei. Well, you know, we're seeing the highest power legend do absolutely incredible, like it's 2019 all over again. But yeah, this is just insane. Wubs or something like that. He plays oh, Ember lost her stock, but it's still it's 3 stocks to 2 right now. Ooh, sidelight recovery doesn't kill. Sider will do it. And just like that, it's down to Queen Nai, but the end sig, and that's it. It's up 2-0. Oh my god. We might actually get another undefeated winners bracket. But will we get a 2? Will we seriously get a 3-0? It's like the last time that they didn't lose a game, they didn't drop a game, was the first round. And they're about to do it in grand finals? Winner's side? Now this is definitely a hard map to do it on, but what the hell? This is incredible. Literally incredible. I would have never expected any of these 4 people to be here. Queen Nai outdoing her ones placement in 2v2s. What a dude! Lin Fei needs to chill out. I get it's your debut, but bro, you gotta understand. You got the you got the highest 1v1 player in here. And yeah, sure, you might be facing the second highest. Like placed 1v1 like, you know, tournament placer in recency. But like, bro, you gotta chill out, man. Like, I completely... Oh, wow. Bro, that was nice. Like, Lin Fei, I completely understand that you're facing fourth place Ember right now. Grand finalist, silver medalist at the very worst Ember right now, and your back is against the wall. And, like, you're facing Zol, who is consistently like a second round exit. First or second round exit. Usually, I think first actually. But you got the number 3 seeded player on your team right now. And you guys are forcing 4 from the looks of it. Tell you what though, Ember is probably the best teammate outside of Queen Nai. Oh, and that ground pound's gonna do it. No disrespect to Ember, but like Queen Nai is the best teammate in the world right now. Like Lin Fei and Queen Nai, even if they lose here, you gotta give them props. They had to go through so many matches, so many more than Ember and Zol. Like they're exhausted, man. They're definitely not as refreshed. But right now they're forcing 5. They're going to force 5. Or 4, I mean, not 5. I mean, they could force 5 as well. But for now, it's confirmed that they're forcing game 4 in an incredible game from Queen Nai at the very end. An incredible game all around from Lin Fei. Zol still pulling his weight. Ember once again getting shut down, kind of being the way that they lose. Once Ember starts to get shut down, that's when they start to win. I'll say 2 things right now that are constants. Number 1, Ember, when Ember does bad, when Ember isn't pulling her weight, they lose. But Ember, it's really hard to not make Ember pull her weight, that's the thing. The other thing is that, low-key, if Lin Fei wins a tournament, whether it be 1 or 2s, whether it be this one or the next one, or the one after that, I will be a happy camper. I would love nothing more than to see either Lin Fei, Moonin, or I would love nothing more than to see a Scythe Legend win ones. And honestly, I would love nothing more than to see this absolutely incredible bracket run end with Lin Fei, and even if it is Queen Nai, winning it here in Grand Finals. If they have to go to Game 10, so be it. Game 10 would be amazing. I would actually cry if I got Game 10. We haven't gotten to Game 10 yet. The furthest we've gotten is 9. First tournament we had 7. The second tournament we had 4. Oh my god, we might get it. I think, yeah, Ember is down to her last stock. So it's 3 stocks to 3 right now, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, in the third tournament we got 9 because it was, I think it was 9. I think that, it was either 9 or 8. Because I know Game 5, no, it wasn't, no, it must have been 9, because I know we didn't get a Game 10, and it was Game 5, because Moonin forced 5 against Nash. So it's probably 9, right? Imagine. Oh, that recovery is going to be crucial. Just like that, it's up to Queen Nai. This might be the end of the tournament. This might be the end of the bracket. This might be it. And that will be it. Ember taking out our resident. And she and Zol. Ember and Zol do it. They win the title. They win the tournament. They win it all. As Lin Fei and Queen Nai take a humble silver medal. What an incredible display. What an incredible game. And to be honest with you, if I can just remove the plebes from the party real quick. Give a round of applause to our two... You gotta give a round of applause to our 2 best legends in this entire tournament. You know what? For the hell of it, I'll do a top 4 right now. Alright? 1000%. Oh, wait. No. In this specific order, actually. I'm going to do it in this specific order. And then we had... in the very last one in 4th. I'm kind of debating between Lin Fei and Mirage right now. As good as Zol was, he's not in the top 5. You know, I think I'm just gonna do a tie between these 2 because they were both so incredibly good that I can't put either of them ahead of each other. So I'm just gonna go with Lin Fei and Mirage. They're both 4th place. I'm sorry, but the way that these two showed out was actually unbelievable, okay? The top three are for sure, in this order, Queen Nai, undeniably the best, okay? Queen Nai was undeniably the best legend in the game. She was the most consistent. She only had like one sub 400 game. She went all out in every single bout ever that she possibly could win. I think she had like one or two sub 400 damage games, and they were still close to 400. She was almost always pulling her weight. She would always pull more than her weight. I'm telling you, bro. Whenever they were losing, in most cases and situations, whenever they didn't have the momentum, she was dropping 600, 700, 800 damage. She dropped 800 damage and won the match. The only other player to do that was Onyx, and Onyx is slightly worse because she had a lot of inconsistencies where she would have really low damage games, but she would have some of the best high damage games ever. So like, without a doubt, I gotta give Queen Nai the number one. She was always consistent. She was always doing great damage, and the worst she did was like 380. So you can't hate her for not always being the best, but she was trying to be the best at every moment she possibly could. Her worst game being like a 380 damage 2-stock game. That's it. Well, on the other hand, Onyx, second place, because she was just incredible. It's funny how we have all females in this 2v2 aspect. Onyx, she was incredible. I'm sorry, but there was no way that I could say that she was not incredible. She would have easily been the best if she was just more consistent. But Onyx did easily the best. She had the best 2v2 performance in my eyes, better than Queen Nai's reverse comeback. Because sure, she did it on Queen Nai, who was making a comeback, but she had 850 damage almost. She was down 0-2. She was down 0-2. It was a must-win game to move on. They wanted to win the next game and then lose the final fight. Due to her bad stroke of luck, just due to a very nasty double team on her. But yeah, she had the best individual performance in the entire tournament. She had the best. She had a lot of highlights. She had a lot of team combos. She had a lot of. I think she took the most stocks out of everybody in here. Maybe Queen Nai can rival her, but I genuinely think that she took the most stocks because at almost every given corner, she was taking 4, 5 stocks almost every single game with an incredible supporting cast. She was easily so damn good. It was so annoying. And watching just how hard people struggle. I have to give Ember third place. Not only was she worse, sure, in the grand final scheme, I'm going to give the finals MVP to Zol. The grand finals MVP to Zol because he did place more consistently when it mattered. He did better when it mattered, carrying the team when he had to. But every single time she was the most consistent character. Only Zariel was more consistent. And only Zariel was more consistent. She was the second most consistent character in the game. Zariel's not in here because he lost so early thanks to Asuri being a mid. But he's still top 8'd, so they will be back. But yeah, Ember, without a doubt, in my mind, was easily better than the two right after her, and better than almost everybody else. Because when she was on, she was on. Like, that's the thing. If she didn't even have to be hot. If she was just like, if she was warm, she would be doing 500 damage. If she was hot, 600 plus. If she was a little cold, she'd still do like 400 damage. Like, she was always on. The only two people that were similar to her were Zariel and Bothalla. Those are the only two off the top of my head, and those two top 8'd. Like, those are the only two off the very top of my head that I can say, oh yeah, they were so incredibly consistent. And obviously, you're not going to always have 400 plus damage games. You're not always going to be consistent. But she was one of the 3 legends that were the most consistent. The only 2 others that I would say were more consistent was Zariel and Queen Nai. Because Queen Nai was basically just always good. She had 2 sub 400 games. You know, we saw like 4 out of Ember. And she won one of those. She just had 395 and still won last game. So, yeah. And she took the kills, she took the stocks when it mattered, and she was always there when it mattered the most. No matter what, Ember, congratulations, you're a champion, and you did incredibly good. Now, for Mirage and Lin Fei, 2 different reasons. One, Lin Fei, even though she needed a little bit more momentum, she kind of completely stopped that. Even though she needed to have usually high momentum, like, or even though she needed to have like high confidence or high momentum in order to win this, in order to usually pop off, she's completely stopped that. She completely stopped that in grand finals and in losers finals. She was like, okay, you know what, we're losing, pick it up. She was like, okay, I gotta lock in, like I gotta really get in there. And she completely changed up her playstyle, was hyper aggressive the entire time. Yes, it did end up costing her the tournament at the very end, but she still was incredible. Not to mention she took 6 stocks in a game 3 right after Long Live Queen Nai, the greatest comeback ever. It was so record breaking because before it was the first 800 damage game to result in a win. It was the 4th 800 damage game. She was the 4th 800 damage legend because we had before her we had Caspian. Okay. In this order, it went Rayman, 900 damage game, his very first game on 900 damage and almost won that. At least in losers. Then it went Azoth. Wait, yeah. And then it went Azoth, 800 damage, almost 900 damage, 870, like no, it was like 802, 804. An incredible game. I almost said almost, I meant like 800. My bad. No, almost 900 was the game. We'll talk about that later. 804 damage in a very close loss. He was so close to winning that set, but he just barely misspaced something and ended up losing because of it. Very unfortunate series of events. Then it was number 3, Caspian, 824. He lost that game. Unfortunately, I mean, they still won the entire set, but unfortunately, he lost that game in winner's bracket. If I can see, if I can find where they lost. Yeah, against Mirage and Onyx, Caspian 824 damage, like 3 or 4 stocks. He did everything for his team. He set Tesca up for the perfect win, but unfortunately Onyx was able to win the 1v2, was able to clutch it out for her squad to continue pushing harder. Then it was Queen Nai. And then we didn't see another 800 damage performance. We saw a whole bunch of 700s, like 12 characters got 700 damage performances. Like, it was insane. But then we saw Onyx, the 5th legend, the 5th and final legend in this tournament at least, to do 800 damage, and she also won against Queen Nai in a pivotal game, which is why I call it the single greatest performance. Like 850 damage, so it was almost 900. It wasn't the highest damage game, but it was the second highest damage game that we've seen from it. It was in a really close game where she just had to carry the shit out of Mirage because Mirage was failing, no disrespect. And she had like 4 or 5 stocks. Like, she went bonkers in a must-win situation, a must-win game. And then we didn't see anything higher than like 600 after that, or like 670 or something. But yeah, Mirage, you couldn't ask for a better supporting teammate. Not even, like, Queen Nai wasn't a supportive teammate. Queen Nai was a dominant teammate. Ember, she was also she wasn't a supporting teammate, she was just a very controller teammate. But, nah, Mirage, the best supporting cast teammate ever. You cannot ask for a better teammate than that. You just can't, I'm sorry. It's literally impossible for you to ask for a better teammate than that. There's not a single player that you could ask to support you better than Mirage did. Because she had multiple 700 damage games, even having like a 790 game. Like, this bitch was so close to 800 in a win. She almost did it before Onyx did it. Onyx and like Mirage, they would swap. Like, thing is, she was always getting her licks. She was just like Ember, always consistent, always getting her licks. She had a few low damage games, but for the most part, whenever Onyx couldn't, whenever Onyx couldn't pick it up, she would step up immediately, become aggressive if she had to, while Onyx played the back seat. she played a perfect teammate. They could swap positions and still play the exact same game as if it was like, you know, Mirage was the aggressive character, as if Mirage was the aggressive legend. Perfect teammate. Congrats to you, Mirage. So because we had the perfect teammate and the perfect, like we had the person, you have the perfect support and the perfect aggressive teammate, they're kind of tied. And to be honest, if I were them, being together wouldn't be so bad. Of course, I would run it, if I'm Lin Fei, I'm running it back with Queen Nai, because Queen Nai is easily the best teammate you could ask for. She's the best, she's definitely the best all around, having both second place and third place in one-on-ones individually, showing that she's way better. Whereas Ember, she has fourth and first, but like, you know, she did rely more on her teammate and was not the grand finals. You know, she wasn't the MVP. Of course, some honorable mentions for our top 5 are characters like Zol, characters like Caspian, Azov. No, I'm just kidding, not Azov, but Caspian, yes. Zariel's up there, like a lot of legends here for the bots in 2v2s. But yeah, ultimately, Zariel better than Core. Queen Nai is apparently the best 2v2 legend for the bots. Of course, Onyx is up there. And yeah, these are like the top 5 bot legends right now in terms of 2v2s. And for 1v1s, Ember, Queen Nai, and Mirage, actually. Lin Fei hasn't entered a 1v1 tournament. Onyx can't get past the second round. Or, like, on winner's side. On loser's side, I think she can't get past it either. But yeah, Lin Fei still needs to make her one's debut, maybe after this incredible performance in second place, you know. She was like the maid of this tournament. And I don't mean that because she played like maid. No, that was obviously Mirage. I say she was like the maid of this tournament because nobody knew her, came out of nowhere, got second place in the first tournament, popped off, showed that she wasn't just getting carried, and that it was a two-person comp. Of course, if you could shut her down, it'd still be difficult to shut Queen Nai down, but it was definitely a more winnable game if you could shut her down. You couldn't shut Queen Nai down, that's the thing. Queen Nai didn't get shut down. But, alas, congratulations to Ember and Zol, they won the tournament, as well as, you know, Nai and Lin Fei, they got second place, and Mirage and Onyx. The Moronics ended up getting third, so congratulations to all of them. They'll all immediately be added to my 2v2 accolades list. And, yeah. That's it. That's the tournament. That took 2 hours. Mostly because I was talking for like 10 minutes. But, yeah, that was a 2 hours tournament. Okay. Oh, that was your top 8. That's how it will end. Y'all have a good rest of your night.